Hey guys, Brad from Bradley Performance Products. Thanks for joining me again today. It's a cold, windy day in Arkansas in December already. Little product update, and today we're adding a new model to the stable that we're going to use to develop some more products off of. The TW is obviously still going to be our main focus, but we have come to a point where we can stop and handle a few other projects on some other bikes. So, a couple product updates. We are now in production of the fat tire front conversion, which you've seen a couple other intro videos for that. And we bought a new TW for test fitting. And I wanted to show you that we will be offering an aftermarket ATC style front fender in a low mount and a high mount both. And to keep the price down and give you another option, we are going to offer these brackets that will just adapt your OEM front fender to a low mount if you want to use it. And to be honest with you, that doesn't look that bad, and it keeps the dirt off of you. It still serves the purpose, and it would cut down the cost of the kit. So anyway, that's what that looks like. And then we have been riding and doing further testing on the fat front end. It's really cool to be able to have a modern day street legal BW 200. So we're excited about that. So we're in production on all the TW stuff that's been going on for quite some time. It's allowed us to take a break and focus back on a few XT products, which we have here. And we've kind of neglected the XT for a little while. We're going to go back and just focus on a few more parts for that. But we are adding a new bike to the stable. So before I tell you which one it is, let me tell you how we arrived at this. A friend of mine about an hour from here has a large power sports dealership that has every brand. And so I've been working on what other bike do we want to add, what would I like to ride, things like that for a long time. And I want something that is TW-ish, that still has some of those characteristics, but with just more of everything. More speed, more power, more comfort, more wind protection, just more of everything. We'd like to have just more of a TW, but that bike doesn't exist. So I took my helmet to my buddy's dealership, and I spent all day and I rode everything that there is to ride that would at least fit somewhat in the area. I rode motocross dual sports like Beta 500s and CRF 450Ls, and then I rode CRF 300L rallies, and I rode big Triumphs, I rode big KTM 890s, I rode all the Scrambler stuff. I rode just everything that exists in late model adventure bikes, and wasn't happy with any of them, to be honest with you. But I did settle on one, and it's one that I think fits, what I personally think fits as an adventure bike that is the most TW-esque. And so it has a lot more comfort on the road, a lot more power, about the same suspension. It is heavier. The weight feels very low. It feels very maneuverable off-road, and there's not very much off-road parts available for it, so it gives us kind of a opportunity to develop some of that stuff. So without further ado, here's what I settled on. A new Honda CB500X. I said, after riding everything, this is what I was the happiest with. It's not the most powerful, but it's not the heaviest. It's not the fastest. It's not the slowest. It's not got the best suspension. It's not got the worst. It does everything like most dual sports do. They don't do anything great. They do everything okay. This thing does everything okay, more so than everything else that I rode. So we're going down the path of developing a few products for this while we've got a little break this winter. And as you can see, we've already done some hand guards and levers and just some stuff to try to make work on the ergonomics. But we've already got a rear shock prototype on here and a prototype suspension linkage. We've already done some peg lowering brackets to move the pegs down, and we're working on some pegs. And as you can see, we're working on some exhaust. I really like the Kenda big block tires. I've already got those on there. We're going to be working on a better skid plate than these Amazon style skid plates. Anyway, I really like this bike. I'm enjoying it, and it's for being able to ride, 200 miles on a weekend, or riding a long way off to get to a light trail system. A TW is just not enough for me on the road to go do that. So if you're gonna have another bike, that's the answer to everything. You gotta have multiple bikes. One doesn't do everything, but TW is still our favorite. The XT, the brother to the TW, we're still gonna have some time spent on that and focus on some items on that. But for just something more substantial, a little more modern day, this is the bike we've decided to go with. So we're going to be doing some products for this. So anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate your business. There's more to come, and we should be releasing a lot of products this winter for a lot of bikes. And again, we just really appreciate you guys. Thanks again. See you soon.